Hello everyone, Fox Gamer here. Doing another Deku What If, and I'm at my friend's house, so if you hear anything, then that's him. So yeah, this is my fifth time reshooting this. I'm only gonna make this video 15 minutes long or 10, so I can actually post the video. But I'll make probably a 1.0 today as well. So yeah, don't confuse this with my Deku. What if Deku was Midas? What if? So yeah, and like I said, if you hear anything, then that's just my friend. So yeah, all right, let's get started with this. What if never mind. I'll tell my Midas what if. And so how it starts out is that if Deku is born with the same like blondish color hair as Drift. Oh, so I forgot to mention, this is a Fortnite what if. Basically, what if Deku was Drift from Fortnite? So he's born with the same blondish hair as Drift, and then sorry guys. Sorry if I pause sometimes. Okay, so basically, Hazashi had the hair, and let's say his quirk was like a lightning quirk. So yeah, he had like kind of a lightning quirk, like similar to Kaminari's, but much better. And like you would only use it as an electrician. So yeah. So basically, when Deku is 5, he goes to the quirk doctor, and then his quirk is called basically Rift Lightning. What his quirk can do is basically he can control the lightning from his body and put it into energy. And yeah, you can also shoot lightning beams for like you can like make lightning balls and throw it and make lightning blasts. Can also kind of teleport, but like when there's like a flash, like lightning comes down from above and just flashes him somewhere, like he can basically like teleportation. But yeah, and yeah, so basically Deku shows off his quirk to Bakugo and his friends, and Bakugo says, "That's a cool quirk, you damn nerd." Well, not your damn nerd, but Deku. And basically, what Bakugo starts calling him is just like, what's a good nickname? Tell me if you find a good nickname in the comments, or I might just name him in the video. Like, let's just say he calls him Sparky because of the lightning. And if you can think of a better name in the comments, then tell me, please. So basically, as years go on, he starts to learn how to control his quirk more. And so, yeah, basically something happens one day when he was 10. This is a time skip when he was 10 years old. So, if you hear noises from the background, my friend is playing Fortnite. So if you hear him talking, just discreet that, please. So, yeah. So basically, something happens. So when he's trying to make lightning, it's basically like a thunderstorm outside, and then basically he shoots his lightning in the air and see what would happen if it collided with actual lightning. And what's end up happening is that some kind of weird glowing stone happens. Like there's a weird cube thing, and basically he takes the cube home and shows it to his mom and dad, and he says that he created it from combining his lightning with actual lightning. And then so they take it to basically this. I won't let the peep. Yeah. Like I said before, if you hear anything from the background, it's just my friend. Just playing Fortnite. Convenient, right? Alright, getting off track here. I am very sorry for getting off track again. Okay, so basically what ends up happening is that they take it to a place where they can where a person can analyze it, and they says it's some kind of metal, basically, and that they say not like a metal but like a crystal kind of thing, and that he could make basically, like, if he like gets really angry, like if Drift or Deku, like in the Mice What If, I refer to him as Drift and sometimes it's Deku, so yeah. Basically, if he gets really angry, he could actually make a giant thunderbolt. It could basically set an entire forest on fire. So yeah, this happened once before when someone was bullying a kid, and he actually like freaking zapped him. Like, it wasn't a powerful zap, but it did hurt him. So yeah. This could basically not like control his outburst, but like control his lightning more thoroughly. So basically, he creates like the pickaxe he wields in the game. I think it's called, I don't remember to be exact. I think it's called the Rift Edge. It's the Rift Edge. And basically, he controls his power more thoroughly and actually makes it less destructive. But just to say this now, he will get better with it over time. Like, he will not need his Rift Edge anymore, but he'll still use it for the duration of the story. So basically, this is in middle school, and the teacher comes in and throws the papers in the air. Look, we all know you want to be heroes, and everyone starts using their quirks except Bakugo and Drift, or Izuku or Deku, whatever you want to call them. And then basically, and Bakugo says, "Don't compare me to these B-listers." Yeah, these B-listers. And they'll just be some wannabe sidekicks to D-listers. And then basically he says that one person also wants to go into UA, and it says it's Izuku. And then basically he's silent. He's like wearing the same kind of like the mask that Drift wears. So yeah, and then he just nods his head, and then Buck goes like, well, I kind of expect that. He does have a powerful quirk like mine. So yeah, basically Bakugo doesn't. He's like a friend to Izuku, not more or less a rival. Like, sometimes he sees him as a rival, most of the time as a friend. So, because of his quirk and how powerful they are, and how powerful their quirks are, basically. So, basically, the sludge villain, it really doesn't happen, because he just Rift Lightning's home. And with Bakugo, he can just teleport with his lightning, and he takes Bakugo to his house, and then he Rift teleports to his house. So yeah. And if I get some things wrong, because I haven't watched the anime in a while, so if I get some things wrong, then I will correct my errors. So yeah. And then then the 10 months of training start for UA. He just works on his physical strength and using his powers without the Rift Edge. So yeah, he basically gets the hang of it without the Rift Edge. So yeah, he can control it to a certain extent. You can't control the full power of it. So yeah, basically he trains with Bakugo on their quirks and improving them. And also Bakugo helps him with special moves, because he knows that they're gonna have to make special moves from the heroes he has watched. So yeah, I also want to mention the thing with the fight with Kamui Woods and that giant monster dude with the monster quirk doesn't happen. He just teleports there. He doesn't take notes. He's basically like a cool, chill dude. basically a cool guy. Basically, as popular as Bakugo. Like, Bakugo's not self-absorbed, has a superiority complex, because Deku got most of the fame because of his quirk. So, yeah. That's all I want to say. I might do this till 20 minutes. Maybe. You're like, so what ends up happening is that like Deku is ripped. As ripped as Bakugo, maybe a little bit more. So yeah. Basically they also study a lot as well. Cause like all they do is actually Deku will just lift some weights while he's reading and studying. So yeah, like he's really smart. He really in his meantime he just reads books a lot and also spray paints. So I'm gonna make his personality a little bit more like Drift's. So yeah, basically he's basically goes off one night and spray paints his signature Drift mask on a wall that no one owns. And the police are not gonna care because they know that no one owns that wall. And he just graffitis it. Basically, he uses it as his graffiti wall. So, yeah. And then, yeah. Bakugo knows that that Deku likes to graffiti. I mean, well, yeah. Izuku likes to graffiti a lot, so he's not surprised by this. So, yeah. So then it's a day before the entrance exam, and he's just walking with Bakugo, and then they meet. Then they meet a person early. I will say who it is once I. Yeah, guys, remember this. I'm doing this without a script. So, basically, they just walk and walk. And then this person falls. Deku catches her. Yeah, it's her with his lightning. And also I forgot to say that he has a permit for the Rift Edge. It's up to control his quirk. So yeah, the police know this and everyone knows this. So he catches her with his lightning, and then he says, Are you alright? And she says yes. Oh yeah, by the way, this person is Momo. Yeah, let's say it's Momo. And she says she's okay, and then Izuku and Bakugo walk off. So, yeah, and then the day of the entrance exams, well, he's wearing what Drift is wear for his first stage. Basically the white shirt, the shoes, the pants, and the fingerless gloves, and the mask. And he basically gets first in the written part of the exam, and then President Mike is explaining the practical exam. Then Ida interrupts him, and again, I can't remember what he said. I can't remember what he said. And then Deku or Drift tells him to sit down, please. It's even more rude to interrupt someone while they're trying to explain. And he says, my apologies. He says, my apologies, and he sits back down. Basically explains the 1 pointer and 0 pointer, and also the 2 pointers. And basically, Drift is in front, and Bakugo is in a separate thing with the robots. And so Drift is in front. So yeah. And then what ends up happening is that President Mike gives the count in 3, 2. What are you guys waiting for? There's no time. Frick. Sorry. There is no waiting to go in a real villain battle. Go. He said I think he said something similar. Basically, everyone goes, and Drift cannot use his Drift Edge in the practical exam. So basically, he just riffs around, like lightnings around, and just destroys 1 pointers and 2 pointers, and also saving people. So he's racked up quite a lot of points. Then the 0 pointer comes in and it says, this won't be a problem for me, and just zaps it to the point to